AI is taking over trading, but the smartest traders are not using it to replace themselves. They're using it to enhance themselves. If you're new here, I'm Lance Breitstein, ex-Trillium, top trader, market wizard with over $100 million in verified profits, mentor to 7- and 8-figure traders, and someone who spent over a decade looking for every possible edge in the markets. Today, I'm showing you 5 ways I use ChatGPT to boost performance, sharpen my psychology, and make better trading decisions. Plus, I'll share the exact prompts that I use. The first creative way I've seen traders use ChatGPT is to turn it into your very own trading psychologist. But first, let me dismiss a myth. AI will not make traders obsolete anytime soon. Maybe one day, but certainly not today. Every major technological shift in markets has followed the same pattern. Some traders vanish, the best ones evolve. When electronic trading replaced pit trading, many said human traders were done for. Then came high-frequency trading and algorithmic trading, and again, people claimed the same. Yet the elite traders adapted, using those tools to amplify their edge. AI is simply the next iteration of that cycle. The traders who learn to integrate it into their analysis, journaling, and decision-making will thrive, while those who ignore it will fade. Survival in this business has always depended on and will always depend on adaptation. Part of adapting is recognizing that you don't need a $500 per hour therapy session to start managing your emotions in trading. While AI therapists aren't anywhere close to replacing real human interaction, I recognize not all traders can afford or access a great trading psychologist. I'm lucky to have been working with the same trading psychologist for over 5 years now. As for you, you can use ChatGPT to identify your triggers, review trade logs, and call out your recurring mistakes while also helping you find solutions to all of them. Let's say you've journaled 30 recent trades and pasted them into ChatGPT. You can use the prompt, summarize the emotional mistakes I made in my last 10 trades, and suggest 3 rules to prevent them. ChatGPT will literally show you what emotions caused your biggest losses: FOMO, revenge trading, hesitation, and it'll then help you design personal guardrails. Now, AI can be your first line of defense. It can instantly sift through all your write-ups and aggregate all the psychological mistakes you've made. It'll notice that you cut winners too early when you're on tilt, or that you overtrade after a big loss. You can even have it build you checklists. If you want to try it out for yourself, use this prompt. Based on that psychological issue, create a pre-trade checklist that can help me prevent emotional errors. The result? You're trading with emotional awareness, not reacting impulsively. If you're serious about performance, this second way to use ChatGPT is a must. You already keep a trading report card and probably keep a ton of statistics on your trading data. But most traders rarely analyze that data deeply. Maybe they do so once a month or a few times per year. ChatGPT can deeply analyze your data every single day. You can upload or paste your report cards and trading stats, win rate, average reward, average risk, expectancy per setup, and ask it to look for patterns. Here's the prompt I use. Analyze these trading report cards and trading stats. Identify what changes could best improve my trading and what patterns I might be missing. It might spot that your short setups have half the edge of your longs, or that your P&L curve tanks every Friday, or that you trade worse after 2 green days. I've told this story before, but I'll tell it again. I had one trainee that thought he was amazing at IPOs, so he would trade every single IPO. What he didn't realize is that he was making money in the hot IPOs, but then giving half that P&L back in the mediocre ones. Having not deeply analyzed his data, his sole conclusion was that he was a positive expected value IPO trader. He didn't notice that blind spot until I pointed it out. Imagine how many other blind spots we have, but AI is going to help us find. You could feed it text-based summaries or data files. You don't even need screenshots. Just describe your numbers clearly. Don't know what a daily report card is? I'll explain exactly what they are and exactly how I build them in the video link below. Numero 3, ChatGPT is amazing for performing deep research on stocks and catalysts, especially if you have some of the stronger paid versions. Here's where ChatGPT starts saving you real hours. You can have it parse through investor presentation decks, company filings, sell-side equity research reports, and more. The best part? It can even summarize all those slide deck and financial filing footnotes that are sometimes impossible to read and interpret. For fundamental research, it's absolutely incredible. Its comprehension on complex information is already far better than my own. Plus, for some of the deep research reports, it does an amazing job of scouring the whole internet for sources I'd never be able to find. That being said, I still don't trust AI for trading decisions, and no matter what level analysis you do, you still need to manage risk and listen to the chart. Speaking of risk management, Subscribe and turn on notifications if you want to catch my upcoming video, 15 years of risk management advice in 15 minutes. Because no matter how confident you get on a position, risk management always comes first. A fourth way to use AI, understanding news and economic events. Every morning, traders get slammed with headlines. CPI, Fed comments, earnings. Most skim the headlines but never connect the dots. ChatGPT can do that for you. Try this prompt. Summarize today's top market headlines and explain their likely impact on stocks. It'll synthesize Bloomberg, Reuters, or any social posts you feed it into one readable brief. You'll know that CPI came in hot, yield spiked, and that means tech might be risk off. Now, can you use this with the free version? Mostly yes, but for real-time data or web access, you need ChatGPT Plus with browsing enabled. Otherwise, it's best used for interpretation, not live feeds. Crazily enough, many AI models are already faster and more accurate at parsing Fed statements and the impact they'll have on markets than humans. Want a real example of how using ChatGPT like this can come into play when trading? Back in April 2025, there was a headline on ticker ANSS about potential Chinese export restrictions. I was able to query ChatGPT to immediately find out what % of their revenue is from sales to China. Do I trust all the info from ChatGPT 100%? No, but it gave me a far quicker answer than I'd ever be able to find on my own. I didn't have the time to do the manual research, yet allowed me to refine my trading decisions. Okay, now one final way I use ChatGPT before I get into its limitations. I use it to calculate my deltas and help me analyze my options exposure. Here's where advanced traders are having fun. ChatGPT can't give you real-time data, but it can simulate how delta exposure changes with different assumptions. If I am trading the stock, while I also have a ton of options positions open on the name, for calculating my exposure, I post a screenshot straight from my account and tell it to compute my net exposure based on the options and the equity positions I have. Then you can ask it, what would be the most effective way to increase or decrease exposure based on what price action you are expecting? Thinking the stock won't go higher, but isn't so likely to sell off a ton either? ChatGPT will help you structure the trade. For traders new to working with options, or traders who want to expand their trading using options, imagine a prompt like this. Give me 3 bullish options trade ideas if oil prices rise another 10% in the next few weeks. It can also give you alternative viewpoints. For example, you can use the prompt, challenge my thesis on shorting Nvidia. What might I be missing? That one question can save you from confirmation bias that ruins traders daily. With all that said, where does AI still fall short? For starters, AI probably shouldn't be trading for you, and you shouldn't follow it for trade decisions. Just isn't fully accurate sometimes and doesn't have the analysis needed to beat the market. Another issue, there are rare times its analysis is just dead wrong, but unless you are very astute or have a deep understanding of the material, it can be hard or impossible to recognize when this occurs. Sometimes it's because ChatGPT found obsolete information or didn't fully understand the request. Finally, AI will only ever be as good as your inputs. Garbage in, garbage out. You always need to make sure you're prompting it appropriately, and there is a definite learning curve to get the most out of it. AI won't replace traders, but it will replace undisciplined traders who fail to evolve. The best traders are leveraging tools like ChatGPT to master their psychology, systemize their data, and expand their edge. If you're serious about trading longevity, you need to be one of them. And if you want to accelerate your profits without picking up bad habits from fake trading gurus, join my trading course. The link is in the description. Please subscribe if you found this video helpful, and I'll see you in the next one.